My camera system going off. But when I say just another manic Monday, here we are. Here we are. Heading to, the usual wine and grind. Work, 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 work. Nobody said it better than Rihanna. Uh, Man, gas prices are ridiculous. 4.29. It was all the way up to 4.60 or something like that, but I called it for 4.17, so I'm good. I'm good. Happy Monday, manic Monday. OMG, I forgot to do something. I better do it when I get there. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. I know. You might be po-po and you're like, hey, 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 hey. I gotta get over. Yeah. Mhm. Just another manic Monday. Um, so I don't know how you guys spent your weekend, but I spent mine and I'm feeling like my head is cloudy. Cloudy with meatballs. I remember that from somewhere. I don't know. But I got a little bit late start, only because I was jabbing around. I fell asleep in my gaming chair. I got a gaming chair and don't play them games. And I don't have a console. Or what do they call them? What do they call them? Uh, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. I don't have any of that. I just got a chair. But yeah, I fell asleep in it and I didn't sleep too well. Oh, there she go. Yeah, my trusty neighbor. Her and I usually leave out at the same time. I noticed that she was ahead of me, so I was like, "Oh, where did she go? She getting good now. I like that. Her getting good. She driving the speed limit. In the past, uh, it was just like riding behind Mr. Turtle, especially in a bus, but and also in her car. But she's doing better. Not saying that she needs to speed, but she needs to go to speed limit. That's what I'm saying. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you spent your weekend, but I spent mine. Finished binge watching my Resident Alien, and that was season 3 that it ended on Netflix. I know it's on Sci-Fi, and they got a season 4, but I finished watching that, and so I came across some other stuff, and I want to talk about it. One of them is this guy was doing a report, okay, because he was talking about millennials. And I'm going to start looking around and I'm observe, the millennials lifestyle seems like my lifestyles. Now, I'm far from being a millennial, but their whole ideology is exactly like how I be thinking. Because right now, they're saying that with buying a house, a regular house nowadays, they can't afford it. They can't afford a regular house. Why? Because majority of the house now, if you want a nice house in a decent area, you're gonna have to risk spending anywhere from 300 on up. 300 grand on up. And with the way things are going with the millennials, getting out of college, racking up, those fees are up, everything is up. Getting out of college and trying to find a job in your field is very nerve wracking. And so they have to do all of that, and then Once they do that, then they have to settle on getting the American dream, which is getting a house. And at this point, they can't afford it. So he did a report saying that most of them are going into getting tiny homes. I was thinking about that too. Like, who wants to, if you're single or if you have a mate, who wants to invest in a 2, 3 bedroom house at $300,000 or more? And also, you're paying your mortgage is close to 5 grand after you add on everything. That is a lot. And I know this for a fact because here, well, at least where I'm at. Now, if you live in the city, that's a different story. You live in the city, it's a different story because the areas, it's not going to be the great areas, but you could get an apartment, like I said, maybe a 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom somewhere along the $1,800 mark. But out here, $2,200. No, $1,800 get you a studio. $2,200 get you maybe a 2 bedroom. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for being here, GTA. Appreciate you. Ryder, what's going on? My invisible vampire. And who else? Alice. Whip, 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 whip. Let me see. There we go. Um, what do you guys take on this? I mean, they're saying that marriage is down, birth rate is down, because the millennials are thinking realistically, like, hey, I can't afford it, I ain't gonna do it, which is okay. Hey, what's up, Chance? Alice, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys ringing the doorbell. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Can you see it? The fog. Or should I say, the mist? Well, if you can't see it, it's really misty out here. I mean, foggy. I'm sorry. Foggy. And I only say that because I was looking at them talking about the real ending for that movie, The Mist. I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but it was a pretty good movie. And the ending really did have the audience like, oh my gosh, no, he didn't. Hello, Brady. How you guys doing? Uh, okay, back to the millennials' way of life. So I'm thinking the same thing, and all of it is leading back to my predicament. Okay, you know, when you become a empty nester, as they call it, that's another word for the kids that grew up, moved on, and you got this house. I'm not gonna say great big house, but you got this dwelling, 3 bedroom dwelling. Like, what do? You don't need that much room. I mean, like, I'm trying to see. Is the kind of setting I need is like like a hotel setting, like just where it got a kitchenette and a bed and a television and a bathroom. Is that all I need? Hmm. Is that all I need? Uh, so thinking about these situations because I've been lately having this urge that I need to move somewhere, and I'm thinking like I'm living my best life because they came up with there's a tiny home community in Texas. Now those tiny homes are you get one for $150,000, and your mortgage is going to be $1,000 or whatever. It comes with a backyard, which I don't have a big one, but it comes with a backyard and things of that nature. And I'm thinking like, yeah, tiny home sounds nice. But then you get a tiny home, you don't get the benefits of having a house. Now the benefits, hey, how's it going, Eli? The benefits of having a house is your house it can appreciate in value. With a tiny home, it depreciates because they consider tiny home like a RV or a mobile home. So making that investment, I don't know. And then against nature. Oh, it's going against nature. Like, will it withstand natural disasters such as tornadoes, hurricanes, things of that nature? All of that. So they even compared it to having some people, like some millennials, have placed a tiny home in their parents' backyard, which that's like a win-win situation. Except the only thing is you got to get the plumbing and electrical things hooked up. Um, it's on the property of your parents, so you're really not going to be paying like you would if you had it placed somewhere else. These are just some thoughts that I was thinking about while sitting mobilized at home with nothing but my thoughts. Nothing but my thought. Hey, Matt. Aloha. Aloha. How are you guys doing? Happy Monday. So, again, I just had to ask that question. Like, what do you think? Thank you guys for ringing the doorbell. I truly appreciate it. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. Would you invest in a tiny home? Hey, Will. What's up, son? How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Oh, oh, got another coworker. I'm surrounded by coworkers. Going to work. We're heading to the same place. Uh, Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Hmm. No, I will not invest in a small home. Oh, okay, I got you. Because, like I said, times are hard. Everything is terrible. It's like, come on, where are we going here? Hmm. Now, one of the things that I think that may work is a partnership where you guys invest in something that you could profit from. A tiny home, but the home prices. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I have sat here. This area I'm in right now, it wasn't always like this. This road wasn't always here. Well, this road was here, but the road that I just traveled from, they had to make that. You had to go another direction in order to get to this road. So that shows you what 11 years does. And I've traveled it that long, almost 12. But I saw them, even up here where this light is at, that was not there. Seriously, you had to go around, make a twirl, and go. It was like crazy. But they created a road. These houses wasn't over there. There's one original house still sitting on this lot, on that street, and I know they've been trying to buy that person out. But and here you go. You looking up here, they building something else. If I'm still around, we'll see what it turns into. But at least I got video of what it looked like now. These townhomes wasn't here. It was nothing but a field. I know. Because I used to come when I first started, park my bus and just sit over here on the side until it was time for me to pick up. But I've been in a small home before, not interested. Okay, I have not. Maybe I should venture. But, people have their idea, tiny home community. It all depends. But I'm getting back to the way they built these houses. Houses are not the same like the brick and mortar type. These homes they made now, this area that I'm in, they call it Tornado Alley. In the past, or maybe before my time, tornadoes used to rip through here and just demolish everything. Uh, these people, I have seen them bring prefabricated materials like the foundation. That how they build it from the ground. That's real. And put the beams in and stuff like that. That's real concrete. That's real. But the houses themselves is prefabricated. They put them together just like how would you say it? Like you building a gingerbread house. They put it together like that and nail, and then they put on the roof, the insulations. They put on the siding on the side and bricks, little bricks in the front. But and they do it, and I watched where if the weather was terrible, like rain, snow, the material is sitting out there, but they still use that same damp material to build these houses, and they have nerve to sell these homes for $500,000 or more. $500,000 or more. Hmm. Makes me think like, cause I know the place I'm in. It's old school. It's old school. I do not like aluminum sidings, but that's what it seems like majority of the homes are made of. But again, would you invest in something like that? I don't, I, it's a hard ball, and I look at these people and, uh, they try to act like they all that. I may be a doctor, a judge, and I live in a $500,000 home, but let me tell you, guys, I know how your house was built. I know what it looked like before you even bought it. And you need to check that wood. I even seen the piece where the wood was cracked and they just built around it. And this house went for over 500 grand, $1 million, $500,000 home. I don't know. It's a hard ball, hard pill to swallow, but it's true. It is true. I want to thank you guys for being here, hitting that thumbs up, ringing that doorbell. I just can't wrap my head around it. Hmm. Here we are, back to our favorite place. Huh. I'm gonna have to tell my girl. She thought I was mad at her, but I wasn't. I was feeling like under the weather on Friday. When I'm like that, I'd be quiet. I don't do a lot of talking. I don't want people to catch what I have. It was a slight cold, not dangerous or nothing. Okay, glasses, check. No, check. Uh, anyone else would think about getting a tiny home? What about marriage? Cause you guys are young. What do you think about marriage? What do you think about marriage? Hmm. Would you get married? Do you want to have kids? Huh? I'm just asking. I just want to ask some real people this question because, like I said, I saw this and I'm not sure, but I just want to get feedback from real, real people. Like, are you interested in getting married or in having kids? You know, the old school way, or are you perfectly happy the way you is? Are you happy the way it is? Woo! I had a Dunkin' Donut got this new thing, this new drink. Oh, and I had blueberry and something. I don't know if that's something I want. I have to think about it. I have to think about it. Oh yeah. So thank you so much, Matt Graham. Uh GTA. Hey. How you doing, GTA? Hey, Queen, he said. And Ryder, you all just come in here and just don't say nothing else. You know, you guys got to do better presentation, okay? Come in and be live. Huh. Maybe I should. I don't know. Let me see. Do I have enough on that balance to see can I get a can I get a one of those hey ginseng, what's going on? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can I get a connect the Wi-Fi to continue? Oh, no. Ooh, I supposed to get a free donut or something. Uh-oh. Where do I find that? I have to look it up. I don't care about donuts. You know, with apple fritters, the apple fritters, I like those, but I just pick around it. I have a very strange eating habit. Nothing much. Got my own commercial, and I've been on tour. What you have? Aw, that's great. Glad to see you doing it, son. Browse rewards. You can't browse rewards because uh can't play these games either. Seems like you have an issue. Everything requires the internet. One of those games lied to me too. Talking about no ads, liar. It came with ads. And Aaron is coming back. Woo! Can I get a whoop whoop? That's great, right? That's great to know. Uh-huh. No wonder people say you look tired. You look tired. I'm not. Counting down the days though. Yeah, me and Ava is talking now. She came to one of my shows. Oh, that's great. You guys should. That's that lady. I ate her. She made some biryani rice, and I messed around and ate it yesterday. Uh, you know, sometimes other people's food is not good for everyone. It really is not. It really is not. Speaking of that, um, also while I was looking at the thing about the tiny home, came across the same guy was talking about the fast food restaurant industries, and I noticed that so many are closed. I was sitting here looking for a Long John Silver, and it pulled up one that was close to where I live, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm gonna go there. I love their fish, but there's no Long John Silver close. It's mostly in southern Illinois, and I'm like, gosh, they closed them all, and I'm starting to think like Red Lobster. What else they said? TGI Fridays, Applebee's, and we wondered to ourselves like, why are all of these places closing? And then he made a point. He said they're closing. A lot of them are closing because a lot of them sold to the private sector, private investors or whatever. When private investors take over, they usually do everything for profit for the stakeholders and not for the quality of the food. They reduce the quality of the food, they raise the prices of the food, but it's all in the benefits of the stakeholders. Do you think that's true? I'm coming to Chicago soon for a meetup at the Chicago Library. Really? Okay. Well, maybe you could join us for the private screening of that Michael Jackson movie that's coming out. We got a private room. Um, when is it? Let me see. I gotta look at my calendar. Where's my calendar? Right there. Oh, the 25th. Yeah, the 25th. When you get a chance, what is the name of that place? It's called it's not Roosevelt. Roosevelt Collection, I believe. I think I can make it. Thanks for letting me know. You are more than welcome. Uh, is it Roosevelt Collection? If you go check that area out, it's really nice. I don't go over that way a lot, but I did thanks to my sister, and I really like it. And when they say Chicago, there are rough areas everywhere you go. You do? Okay. There are rough areas everywhere, right? Everywhere you go. You know, but there are some beautiful places in Chicago. Oh man, there go my alarm. That means it's time for me to get out of here. But I appreciate you guys being here. I want to let you guys know I love you. I want you to take care, stay safe, stay positive, stay love. But most of all, stay woke. Oh, you won't. You won't. It's easy. All right. All right, my good friends. I got to go. I want to thank you all for being here. And I want you all to take care. Love you. Bye.